Not sure how to make the most out of CoinMarketCap? That's okay, man. You've come to the right video. Hey guys, I'm Ijazawan, and normally on this channel we do a whole bunch of technical analysis and really in-depth fundamental analysis on our favorite cryptos and stocks. But I know a lot of you out there are beginners and it's your first time getting involved in the crypto community and you're not too sure how to make the best out of some of these tools. Now, the first tool that I get asked about a lot is CoinMarketCap. So today we're going to spend some time sharing my screen, looking at how I use CoinMarketCap, and I'll try to point out some of the things I'm looking at and what they mean. So hopefully this serves as the perfect guide to newbies on CoinMarketCap. Let's get started. So this is what happens when you land on CoinMarketCap, okay? You just need to head to coinmarketcap.com and you'll get this kind of a page. Now, the first thing you want to do, if you're like me, is you want to switch to night mode. So obviously it'll come looking like this, and that's too bright for my eyes. So always for me on night mode. There we go. You get the dark view. Now we're good to go. The next thing you want to configure is you'll get this highlights panel, and you can switch that on and off. And most of the time I keep it on as default. Having said that, I should really switch this off because a lot of this stuff is pretty irrelevant. Sometimes you get some good ideas of some trending coins, some biggest gainers and losers, but a lot of times, as it is right now, it's a bunch of meme coins, pump and dump coins. So if you're a newbie, let's not get distracted by those. We will switch those right off. Now, the next thing is, let's start from the top and take a look at what we can see. So right at the very top, you can see that we have 12,677 cryptos listed. This gives you a good idea of how big the database is on CoinMarketCap. They've got 12,600 cryptos listed. They're covering 412 different exchanges, okay? Now, exchange is just something like Coinbase or Binance or Huobi, where you can buy your coins from, Gemini, etc. The market cap is the total amount of market cap for the whole crypto ecosystem. And we're going to come on to market cap in a little bit because a lot of people are confused by what market cap is. You then have your 24-hour volume. This is the amount of cryptos in dollar terms being traded on a day-to-day basis within the 24 hours, okay? It's a total amount of volume on the exchanges being traded. You then have something called BTC dominance, okay? So of the total market cap, 45.5% is Bitcoin and 17.9% is Ethereum. And it's definitely one of the important metrics we monitor, and you'll see me monitoring in my videos when we're taking a look at the momentum between altcoins and Bitcoin, okay? And then you have something called a gas fee. Now, if you're transacting on the Ethereum network, if you're using things like Uniswap, or if you're buying things like an NFT or playing a game on the Ethereum network, you would need to pay a gas fee. This is a transaction fee, and this gives you an idea of how much that transaction fee is right now because it fluctuates during busy times, okay? Right, so now we know what that top bar is. The next thing to look at is you've also got your global crypto market cap here, 2.28 trillion, which is a 0.32 increase. That's the same number as we can see up here. And now we're going to get to the main bit, okay? Now you're going to get a list of all your cryptos. Now, the first thing I like to do, and you may have a different preference, is I will go to the bottom and you can choose how many rows do you want to show. So you can choose 20, 50, 100. Let's leave that as 100 for now. And that will give you 100 tokens showing on one page. You'd have to navigate between all the pages. You can just keep that at 50 if you want, or 20. Let's go for 20. And that will then refresh and give you your 20 here. Now, the default way of looking at this, how most people would look at this as a default setting, is to order this by highest market cap to lowest. So if you click on market cap here, it will sort it by the biggest projects in terms of market cap, all the way down to the lowest. So you can see when people say Bitcoin is ranked number 1, that's because it has the highest market cap, 1 trillion at the time of recording. Ethereum has the second at 403 billion. Binance Coin has the next with 75 billion, etc. Okay? And you can go ahead and see the list in this view as well. You'll then notice a whole different set of things, and price being the most obvious. You get the latest price showing as according to CoinMarketCap. But what you can do usefully is click on customize. So let's go ahead and click on customize. And here you can create your own custom view, or you can choose one of theirs here. I like to create a custom one, and you can choose what do you want included. So 24-hour price change, 7-day price change, 30-day, 60-day, 90-day, year-to-date. I want to see the market cap, volume, circulating supply. So if, for example, you want to add something else, I want to see the dominance. I can add the dominance, and then I can drag this to change the order. Okay, so I can click the dominance, apply changes, and we'll see dominance now right there. Okay, so I can see Bitcoin is 45% of the entire market cap. I can see Cardano is 3.5% of the entire market cap. Okay, so that's pretty useful as well. The other thing you can do is click this button here and see a crypto heat map. So you will see a visual representation of how much of the market is made up by each of these coins. So that's pretty useful as well. Now, another clever feature is filters. You can go ahead and click filters here, and you can actually filter down this entire list by different things. So you can filter it by DeFi, decentralized exchange, NFTs as a category, or you can pick the algorithm. You can pick DAGs versus DPoS versus proof of stake, proof of work, or pretty useful is you can choose the platform. So I can see just Polkadot based projects. I can see just Ethereum based projects. So let's go ahead and do that. And you can see now I'm going to get Ethereum-based projects, right? I'm going to get Ethereum itself. I'm going to get DAI, which is their stable coin. I can see Engine. I can see Sandbox, which is a metaverse play. I can see Clover Finance. You can see a whole bunch of things built on the Ethereum network. And similarly, you can do the same for industry. So marketing, commodity, cybersecurity, art. Really clever way for you to find new cryptos, which you haven't thought about before, okay? So definitely a feature you could be using there when discovering some really good different altcoins. Now, the other thing which you can do is create a watch list. So you can see these stars next to each crypto. If you go ahead and star any of these crypto, they will go into your watch list. Okay, so now let's click into a coin. So we'll click on Bitcoin and we'll see all the different things now which you can see. Okay, now you can just use the search bar if you want. You can type in any coin into the search bar and hit enter, and it will take you to that specific coin. Okay, so you can search ADA, hit enter or click on it, and it'll bring you to this page for that coin. Now, the first thing you'll notice is you'll see it's ranked number one. Obviously, it's Bitcoin. It's on 2 million watch lists, including mine. And you get the latest price, including the movement in the latest period, okay? You'll see an estimate of high to low. So this is over the last 24 hours, but you can change that. So you can toggle that between the different times. And then you get some of the key statistics. And these are really important for the tokenomics, which is an important term for beginners out there to understand for each coin. So in this case, we have market cap. Okay, market cap is arguably one of the most important metrics we need to be watching. It's even more important than price, okay? It's not important that price goes up. It's important that market cap goes up, okay? Price moves in relation to market cap. Market cap is the total amount of money flowing into any given coin. So there's 1 trillion currently dollars in Bitcoin, okay? If you add up the value of all the Bitcoins, you have $1 trillion, okay? So the number of coins multiplied by the price equals your market cap, okay? That's really important. You then have volume, which, like I said, is the amount of money changing in a 24-hour period. So 39 billion Bitcoin is moving every single 24 hours currently. You then have something called circulating supply. This is how many Bitcoins are circulating in the current supply. We know there's about 18.8 million currently circulating. But if you look here, you will see max supply. We know that Bitcoin in its white paper has hard-coded, has programmed that there will only ever be 21 million max coins available. Okay, so therefore we know 90% of all Bitcoin possible is already circulating. Okay, so that's really important to understand there. You'll then have a link straight through to the project website. Again, this is really important when you're looking at altcoins because you want to go onto their website, look at their project, look at their team, look at what they're working on, and really start to understand it. You can see a link to the white paper. Really important to read the white paper for any projects you want to get into. They'll often have a link over to a Reddit page or a Discord or the community, and also a link to the GitHub repository for the source code as well. So really important that you understand all of those things here. Now, the next thing we're going to see as we scroll down is obviously the chart. Now, this is where you can monitor the price. I personally like to use TradingView, so I can click on TradingView, or I can use my own charting, which is what I tend to do. But it's a good way to quickly have a glance at a price just to see if it's a pump or dump coin, if it's something that just has no future, or, you know, if it's doing really well, you can quickly see it before delving into any details. Now, on the right-hand side panel, you're going to get a whole bunch of stats as well. And the most important ones here really are looking at the same data we saw at the top, but you can also see some of the highs and lows, okay? So you can see the yesterday's high and low, you can see yesterday's volume, you can see the all-time high. So all-time high for Bitcoin, I'm just covering that, $64,000, and all-time low, $65 there, okay? Which was back in July 2013. So you get a whole bunch of interesting stats there, which is really important. Okay, so now let's take a look at some of the tabs which you see at the top here. So overview, we just went through. Let's take a look at market. And in the market, what you'll be able to see are all the exchanges that list this coin. So in this case, Bitcoin, who lists Bitcoin? So we can see Binance lists Bitcoin, Huobi, Coinbase, FTX, etc. You can see all the exchanges that list that coin. Now you can also see which pairs they trade in. Okay, so here you can buy Bitcoin using USDT, the stable coin. On Coinbase, you can buy using USD, the fiat currency. Okay, and at the bottom you can see different pairs. On CoinCheck, you can buy it using the Japanese yen if you're that way inclined. Okay, and you can see a bunch of useful stats there. You can also click on historical data, and that will give you some useful snapshots about the open, high, low, and close prices on certain dates. So if you wanted to remember what was the high last month, you can scroll down, take a look in September, and see what the high was. Okay, so really useful there for you to look at. You can even select a manual date range using date range here. Now, the next tab will show you the holders. Okay, now this is good. This one's quite interesting because it gives you a breakdown of the holders. So you can see the total number of addresses and how that's moving. So here you can see how many addresses are holding Bitcoin. And you can also see the top BTC addresses by balance. Okay, so you can look at how that's trading by balance. So the top 100 holders, the top 50 holders, top 20 holders, etc. And then you can see which address holds the most, right? So this is really important. So you can see here 1% of Bitcoin supply is sat in one address here. Now, for Bitcoin, we know it's well distributed, but this is really important if you're looking at a new crypto. If you're looking at a new crypto, to make sure it's not a pump and dump coin, you want to make sure that no one address holds too much of the supply, okay? That would be a red flag for you in your analysis. And then you've got a whole bunch of different things. You can see news, you can see socials, you can see ratings. I'm going to click on analysis because you're going to find this quite interesting. This will give you a whole bunch of on-chain analyses, okay? And this is really useful to understand the fundamentals of a coin. So for example, you can see how many holders are making money at the current price. Okay, so you can see 90% in the money, 4% out of the money, and 6% bought at the current price. Okay, so we know that the majority of people today in today's market with Bitcoin sitting at $56,000, 90% of people holding Bitcoin are in profit. Okay, 11% are held by large holders. We can see 60% of the market has held by more than 1 year. So it gives you a really good flavor of the on-chain metrics on a particular coin. So really important, and you can do a deeper dive and you can see more signals. This is all powered by Into the Block, which is a separate platform. Okay, so that's a whole bunch of things you can do on there. Now, another useful feature which a lot of people fail to use on CMC, CoinMarketCap, is the calendar. If you head into calendar, you've got a whole bunch of different calendar options. I've just clicked on events calendar and you can see a bunch of different events coming up with your different favorite coins. Okay, so you can take a look, have a look there, see if any of the cryptos which you're interested in have any catalysts coming up, and you can adjust your investment strategies and trading based on this. We know cryptocurrencies move a lot based on events, but you can also get buy the rumor, sell the news. So you have to be very careful, but it's really useful to take a look at the different events coming up on the calendar. Now, no doubt on CoinMarketCap, you can use their spot and derivatives. You can use a decentralized exchange. They've got statistics on overall NFTs. You can build your own portfolio in here as well if you wanted to do some paper trading or even connect it to a brokerage. But for this purposes on this video, I'm just going to assume you're new to crypto. You want a place to be able to research coins, to be able to have a watch list, to be able to look at the different trends going on in a coin. And for that, CoinMarketCap is a great useful tool. Right, so now that we've done that, we can also look at this view, which is where you'll find yourself the most, right? And we looked at how we can change the different columns here and go ahead and customize those to your needs. But what I like to do now is when I'm looking at this, I want to look at different kind of metrics, right? So I want to look at, for example, who's moved the most this year. I can simply do this by sending to lowest, and I can see Solana here from this page has moved the most this year. Okay, Terra Luna thereafter, Dogecoin, Avalanche, Cardano, and then I can start to spot some trends. So I can go, okay, That's a layer 1 platform. That's a layer 1 platform. Avalanche is a layer 1 platform. Cardano is a layer 1 platform. Ethereum's a layer 1 platform. Algorand's a layer 1 platform. So we can see that the layer 1 platforms are all in the top 10 movers so far, and therefore they're really growing the market. So you can start to find some trends. You can also do it the other way around. You can go, hang on a second, who's not moved in the last 90 days? Because maybe they're due a move. So I've just sorted it by the opposite way around, right? Least to highest on the last 90 days. So I can go, okay, Uniswap compared to everybody else has only moved 37% in 3 months, right? Maybe Uniswap are due a move. Maybe Litecoin is due a move. But you obviously have to tie in your thesis. There's a reason these two haven't moved. We know Litecoin is not the strongest of coins. We know Uniswap has a bunch going on in terms of regulatory fears, but it's a good way for you to look at, okay, some of the coins which haven't moved enough. I mean, Chainlink's only moved 50%. Great project. Cardano's only moved 70%. Great project. What's going on? Can we analyze it? Can we look at it? Okay, so now let's take a look on the 24-hour basis. Oh, Binance has moved up 6%. Let's go research. Let's go find out what's pumping up Binance, what's causing that to happen. Who's gone down the most today? Let's take a look. Oh, Terra Luna's come down. But we can see over the last 60 days, they're 100% up. Over 90 days, they're 400% up. Maybe they're just having a little bit of a cooling off, right? So you can see how CoinMarketCap becomes a really useful tool for you to start understanding how coins are moving and what has the most momentum. And then, of course, the market cap feature is very important. So looking at this and going, okay, Ethereum's at 411 market cap, Cardano's at 70. Cardano would have to do almost 5x plus to get to Ethereum's market cap. So therefore, Cardano could get to $10 just to reach Ethereum's current market cap, right? So you can start doing a whole bunch of manipulations in your head, doing some research, understanding where the market is going. So there you have it, guys. There is a quick beginner's guide into how to use CoinMarketCap as a beginner in cryptocurrency. If you found this video useful, feel free to check out some of my other videos where we really start to roll up our sleeves and get into some more complicated day-to-day analysis, both from a technical perspective and fundamental perspective in cryptocurrencies. Watch along, watch the videos, ask me any questions, let me know what types of videos you like to see, and we can get those made for you guys. Hope you found this useful. If you like this type of content, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.